Oh my goodness.
All right. There we go.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Hey y'all. We skirting in here.
We was running a little behind. All right, we'll give them just a few minutes.
Look, we're lagging.
Don't even tell me that.
Look.
Zoe, I don't want to know it. All right.
There we go. Oh my goodness gracious.
I think it was computer catching up where you had to reboot everything.
My Wi-Fi is not on.
Cut that off.
Okay, hand me the remote.
Get that off there. Let's try that. Has that got it disconnected?
Yeah, it ain't pulling anything. Y'all, it's just... I got on the laptop and it started lagging a little bit and on the screen, so I restarted it and it was taking forever. So, hey everybody. We're a little bit early today. Big family had something going on earlier and needed to swap times, so we were okay with that. We were at home anyway, so here we are, an hour earlier and not any bright-eyed and bushy-tailed than we would have been at 6 o'clock.
No, I'm just aggravated with the signal that we've added equipment and AT&T still sucks.
They do. I look like a ghost. This light is terrible.
You put it on there.
See, we are freezing.
I just don't even want to know it. I'm so aggravated right now. I don't even want...
Let's see. Oh, that might...
I'm so aggravated with AT&T. I don't even just... We just can't go live anymore.
Well, don't say that. Well, that and there's no telling.
We don't have anything to talk about anyway. We ain't got anything going on at the farm.
Why you do that to me? Why'd you do that to me? I'm busy at the farm.
We have got all kinds of stuff going on.
And he ain't going to let me tell y'all about it.
We've got a video coming out for it.
Well, hey, Aunt Lucy. Okay, so...
Hey, Chrissy.
Seems like everything's coming across good. Hey, Chrissy.
Let's hope.
We'll keep going till we don't. Just give the internet some fresh cornbread. A&W said get Verizon Wi-Fi.
Verizon Wi-Fi would have to be better than their phone service.
Yeah.
We got rid of that already.
Yeah.
Heidi's already asking about the little pig. You threw that out there.
Nick won't let me tell y'all.
We have a video coming out on it.
See, Pawpaw's Kitchen. You got to explain the piglet. They done seen the picture. I will say that we had somebody have babies. And we had one baby that without intervention was not going to make it. We knew for a fact, there was no question that she's not going to.
Jody said I'm mean.
You were mean. So we had to step in. I'm trying to give him the stink eye.
Go ahead, tell them whatever you want to tell them.
I don't want to tell him. I want to show him.
You know, you did that with Holly. You couldn't wait for the video to come out. You had to show them Holly.
They didn't seen her.
Yeah, because put a reel out there.
I had to.
You didn't have to.
I did have to.
Not of the...
You know what they call that? It's called a teaser. It's a prelude.
Go ahead. I don't care. I really don't care.
So I won't tell you the whole thing because Nick's been working diligently to get this video ready. The story of one of our pharaohs. Will you bring me Caddy?
Yes.
Bobo's Kitchen says like we ain't going
Right. That's what I told him. I said if anybody's gonna watch it, it's gonna be
on the live.
live people.
I agree.
And
I agree.
so we'll share with you guys Caddy. Rhett has named her Caddy because she looks like a kitten. This is Caddy. And Caddy has made it 3 days. And she is feisty. And she is everything we need her to be.
Doing good.
She is doing great.
She's doing good.
And so the reason behind Caddy being with us is because Caddy probably only weighs
It's under
ounces. She only weighs some ounces compared to her litter mates who weigh pounds.
Yeah.
She bit me. She's got sharp teeth. Mr. Jim said, well, she looks just like me. But Miss Lucy,
Don't bite me.
the thing is that, yes, I'm pretty sure her mama will take her back because when piglets farrow, especially when more than one set farrows, they all share mama.
Yeah, they all
So
wherever.
I don't think one mama would push one away if she recognized it or anything like that, right? And so she is just tiny and way too small to be out there trying to fend for herself with her litter mates. Look, she don't
Let
stop.
Matt get her.
Come here, Matt, and get her. So
Look,
when
look at that mouth.
she wants to eat again,
She's ready to
she
eat
eats
again.
all the time.
She's ready to eat again.
She does.
What? Look at that mouth.
Don't let her bite you. It hurts.
It's got little needles.
So when another litter is on the ground, we're going to let her get a little bit bigger, and then we'll introduce her to some that might be in similar size.
We actually had people with Ellie's litter last time
Mm-hmm.
because they were so small, and Penelope's were bigger and 2 weeks older, and we didn't want them taking the colostrum off
Yeah.
Ellie.
Right. Yeah.
So, and they will. They'll all nurse together. So, if you have older litters, you have to be careful with that. Yes,
Yes.
Beth. Right now, she is a
She's
bottle baby.
Currently, actually, she's a medicine dropper baby.
Yeah,
She
syringe.
has been
She's a
drinking.
syringe baby.
Yeah, she ain't quite out the bottle part, so we're feeding her with the little metal syringe into her mouth.
Aunt Lucy brought her sister on here.
Out to Lisa Blair George. Well, that's cool.
We got
Hi.
two of Wes's aunts here.
And Cece's here. Hey, Cece. Heidi. Did her mom have a huge litter? Is that why she is so small? No.
Huge.
I would not say huge. I think she just got the least of everybody else. I think everybody else, she probably would not have made it. I don't know why she made it, but she did. When you guys see the video, you're gonna really be surprised at the size difference.
Yeah, they will, and you'll be able to tell easily that she's the runt, but she was, even for a runt, she was so much smaller that it was concerning.
Mm-hmm. I told Nick was at work, and I called him on FaceTime like I do every time something happens.
Every time.
And I showed her to him, and she was just shivering, and she was off by herself. We should have let nature do its thing, but we knew what the outcome was going to be.
You have to at least give her a chance.
Yes. And I could not get her over to the others. She would have easily been squished. So when Nick got there that afternoon, I had actually fed her full of colostrum, and she had perked up, and I'd had her under a heater. And once you saw her, you were like, yeah, we're going to have to wait. We're just going to have to wait.
We actually attempted to return her.
We did.
To her mother, and that's actually not on the video, so it doesn't matter.
Oh.
I can tell that part because it's not on the video. We were trying to let her find her way and attempted to guide her into nursing, and y'all have seen it before in our videos. A litter of piglets is just
chaos. They're just
fighting and digging and clawing the entire time. Even if they're nursing, they're still steady, just fighting for position. Mm-hmm. And she could not fight.
She would not have been able to hold her own.
It is way too late. Hang on, let me post that one. Jody, it took her about 5 minutes to take Angie pictures.
I did. I told Angie we're gonna stick her in my pocket and we were gonna come visit, and just happened in a box. So, but that's one of the things going on. I'm currently in the process of getting my incubator set up. I'm having some struggles, so Nick's going to have to help me get my incubator all set up, but I am about to incubate about 15 waterfowl. No, there's more than that.
There's more than that.
There's probably 25 between duck, geese. I got a turkey, duck, 2 sizes of ducks, geese, and a turkey egg. And then the rest, we're going to do about 70 chicken eggs.
Tennessee Mountain Man said just soak cornbread and buttermilk. That way she'll be 20 pounds when she's back.
Could eat it too. I'm telling you, that little thing can put it away.
She is
tiny.
That first day she was a little questionable on eating. Seeing flashbacks of Stormy because she wouldn't eat. She wasn't figuring it out. She still hasn't figured out the sucking on the bottle. We've got 2 different size bottles. She hasn't tried that, but she will attack that syringe.
Mm-hmm. But she'll suck on the syringe.
She will.
She just hasn't learned to suck on a soft nipple, a flexible nipple.
And the thing is that both of those are the same size she would have with her mama.
Yes. But she'll hard.
Mm-hmm.
We could start doing it from a bowl.
We could let her try that, yeah.
That would work.
See, we tried the bowl with Stormy, and even that didn't work. So,
Miss Jody said, "How often are we feeding her?"
Pawpaw's Kitchen is sending me after a past comment. What did I miss?
Don't be bathing Piggy in your fancy shampoo because Mama won't like that. I did give her a bath last night, but all I did was use some Dawn dish soap because she.
Well, Mud wasn't letting her open her eye.
Her eye was. We were concerned because her eye was kind of matted shut, and we didn't know if it was a defect or if because she was filthy because she had been laying down in mud.
Mm-hmm.
So I gave her a good little warm washing with some Dawn soap, and she is perked up, and them eyes is going. And we took her with us to the farm yesterday, and she played in the grass, and we actually put her inside one of the raised beds in the grass. So she had a border, and she just played in the grass right there and hollered if she couldn't see us.
Mm-hmm. You know, I don't think you ever answered Jody's question. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
Oh, how often are we feeding her? She is eating every 2 to 3 hours right now. But
I don't know if she's making it 2 hours sometimes before she starts
she
screaming.
eats a lot during the day, but she doesn't feed through the night.
Mm-mm.
She has not once.
She just sleeps.
She sleeps all night. We have not once had to get up with her to eat. But she'll feed all day long, so she's storing some up. Miss Donna says she finally got out of rehab to assisted living.
That's good news, Donna. We're glad to hear it and glad to see you on here.
That's right. So what you got for us to talk about?
Zoe, don't put it off on me.
Don't you hate me asking you that question?
I absolutely do. I did have a prayer request that I marked down.
You do? Okay.
Yep.
What is it?
So, and I don't know these people.
Uh-huh.
They didn't reach out to me. They didn't ask me. I saw it on an Alabama homesteaders group.
Okay.
But there was a family in Albertville, Alabama, that is trying to rehome the animals they have left. They lost some of their pets, but they experienced a house fire yesterday, and they lost everything, lost some of their pets, and they're trying to rehome the animals they had on their farm. They did have insurance. Everybody's covered from the story I saw, but and I wasn't even gonna give their names because I don't know the people, and they didn't ask me to do it. I'm just saying, if people have time to just say a word for a family that is struggling and trying to rehome their farm animals.
Well, that's cool. My mama too has got some stuff that I don't even think I've told you yet, but sorry. My mama's having some issues with her blood, so we're going to be going to a specialist. The doctor was concerned about, so we're going to be doing that in the next few weeks too. So if you'll be thinking about my mama, that'd be great. So what about the garden?
Well, Aunt Lucy said, good job on building the beds. Thank you first of all. I have done a few of the beds. We have some more work to do tomorrow, and we've got another update. And since we have other occurrences happening on the farm, I guess it'll be Friday before they get to see a garden update.
Yeah, the others come first. But if we can put out,
but we're gonna give you a garden update.
If we
Friday.
can put out one protege a week, my goodness, that means we're getting some work done.
Getting some work done.
If we can put out one kitchen garden a week,
I don't see a reason to change the name because that's what everybody's calling it. And if you Google that word, it says French kitchen garden.
Maybe I can't call it that because I'm not French.
Maybe. Zoe got scolded for us and everybody else calling it a potager garden. I've got the word from Tracy. Yeah. I'm going to blame it on Tracy. But I'm pretty sure Tracy probably knows what it's called.
Yeah.
You know it. I just got a feeling.
Well, it is what it is. That Miss Lucy said, y'all moving on up on that French garden. That French garden in Central Alabama.
I have no idea. There was so much progress made on that yesterday.
Oh, man.
And I had everything ready to put it in a video. I was tickled. I was going to show people what we've been doing. And the dang pig had babies.
Yes, she did.
Call it Zoe Garden.
That's right. That's all we can
MC wants to know who was more tickled about the rock delivery. No question, it was Rhett.
It was. I knew how much the rock costed, so I was happy to have them and hated to write that check. But Farmer Rhett was all about riding in them and playing in them, and we actually had some a family that you work with, a friend you work with, and his family came to visit the farm today, and we got to show them all the animals and stuff. But I think they're more excited than the rock pile.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
They had blast playing all them little boys.
I just
and
told
girls.
them on which side to play on so they can spread it.
That's right. Hey, Jennifer.
All right, let me put
Wes-
Alan on the list. He's having shoulder issues still.
Wes told her the word protege means to make it about you, like it's a Zoe personality garden. Are you saying protege, Aunt Lucy? I know it's hard to spell it. G&G said, where'd you get your rock from? Mr. Greg? I don't know his last name.
Greg Davis.
Greg Davis. He's local.
Though he's the one that did Cog Hills Pond
Mm-hmm.
and does all their work,
Mm-hmm.
and he delivered it. And
Carolyn liked your enthusiasm on taking all those staples out of the boards.
I was getting that quick, wasn't I? I was getting those suckers out of there. That's why I put it on fast forward.
Yeah, we had a lot of fast forwards in that video.
I actually cut some out.
Because it
I
takes a
cut a
long
bunch out.
time to do some of that, and it gets a little boring watching somebody going back and forth
Yeah,
and
but
hammering.
it gives you an idea of the progress if you can put it in fast
Mhm.
forward like that. But
And get a 15-minute time frame.
Yeah.
Which took it several days to all come together. But my goodness, it's going to be wonderful. We've got the wood now to do the bigger beds, the 10-foot beds. And
we're going, and they probably saw, didn't Jason torch his timbers?
he did.
We're going to torch these. So this is fresh milled lumber,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not going to have ground contact, but I still don't want it to rot that quickly. So we're going to torch it real quick, and then we're going to stain it.
I feel like you're super dark.
So that, because I'm actually outside sometimes, Zoe.
I'm outside all the time. Look, see? Look,
You
that's
hide under
better.
a hat. My head's too big to hide under a hat.
It was a short video. She missed the long ones.
Which one?
She said it was a short video. I missed the long ones.
Oh, but no, Aunt Lucy, it's not treated. We'll do our version of treating by torching that, and then we'll stain it just to help it
We actually
last a little longer.
we bought it from a man who has a sawmill,
Mm-hmm.
and he was milling lumber from trees that fell during the recent tornadoes. And we actually saw the tree that it came from. The other half of the tree was sitting beside it.
I think we might have talked about that on our last live because the tree was like 30-something inches in diameter. It was massive.
Like the other half of it was sitting right there on the pallet and stuff, or
Mhm.
on the porch beside it.
But no, technically, Lucy, it's not treating.
Mhm.
We will give it somewhat of a treatment to make it last a little longer, but really,
If we stained it, would that treat it? Is that
it's going to help. But
because I'm going to stain the box?
well, we're going to seal it. We're
Seal
going
it.
to use a sealant, a stain sealer.
Okay.
But the issue with buying treated wood now is that it's such a low grade lumber anyway. Even with it treated, it's just soft and terrible.
Yeah. So I don't know if they treated theirs per se, but they did torch it. We actually were there.
Yeah, they were.
We were actually there when they were torching, and he stopped when we walked through.
Well, I was wanting to make sure that I was remembering that right. I thought it was, but I didn't want to say that. And
Yeah.
then you say, that wasn't Jason.
No, yeah. Yeah.
Because I'll forget who did what. And you like, that wasn't him.
Right, G&G, and by the time it rots, you can mill more.
Oh, absolutely. By the time it rots, Zoe's probably going to want to move the garden somewhere
Well,
else.
that's because we don't know where our house is going to be
And then
yet.
I'm going to strangle her
And
because
we're
then we
gonna
got to have
have to-
more rock or dig that up.
Well, and then it's a French garden, kitchen garden. You got to have it outside your door. We'll just have two.
We can do 2 gardens. We'll take up all the beds and put the greenhouse right there.
No, No, the greenhouse has to be by the garden.
You can have another greenhouse.
Oh, I can?
Yeah.
Y'all heard that.
You can have a small greenhouse by your kitchen
Or
garden,
we could
and we'll
make
put
that a beautiful place for somebody to do pictures and
Zoe's got more ideas than I got money.
well, I'm all about making money and with different ideas. Yours is in the animals and mine's in the property.
Sue, I don't know if Sue's laughing at you or me.
She's laughing at
which
me.
one you reckon?
She's laughing at me. It was untreated railroad ties. Actually, it was not railroad ties. They were
no, they were using cribbing. It's
yes.
like and the ones I told him when I saw those.
Yes, Edith and Archie. That's true. Yeah.
Oh, the ones he had, they're cribbing, but he had long ones like you would build a platform for a crane.
Yes. Yeah, that's what y'all had
Mhm.
talked about them. Yep.
Christina told me just relax.
Yeah.
You
work
future.
the animals and I'll work the event hosting, and I've already got an event planner.
All your ideas are expensive though.
We're gonna have a big beautiful barn that people can use for
just provide the venue for Chrissy to do events.
That's right. Cornbread, you need to be a little more submissive or you ain't gonna make it long.
I ain't getting the hen stirred up today. He's trying to set a trap for me. He's trying to set a trap. You want me to get all these folks stirred up?
I will say though, see, Papa said what he said. I will say though, anything that I've come up with, even if it's crazy, Nick puts some mind to it and puts it on the back burner, but he never really throws it out.
Well, sometimes I just have to postpone. Like
Right.
You wanted this garden last year,
Right.
and we just had to postpone, but it's coming.
Yeah.
So
right.
I'll get it done.
You'll see
at
that
some point.
One day there might be a need. White barn. You see that? It's just a barn sitting out in a pasture.
What?
White barn.
What are you talking about?
I'm telling you. I'm saying like I'm talking.
Oh, I thought you were talking about there.
No. It's like that barn. They have it just sitting out
Hey,
in the
Candy.
pasture, and it's beautiful. And they have stuff you can rent. They can provide it, or you provide your own. And it's very rustic. And
Christina, I don't say no. I just have to space it out and plan it. Zoe wants it all right now.
I do. I want everything right now, and I want it to be perfect.
Do it right now. So I don't know if it's cheaper than either one of them. Donna said it was cheaper than an alpaca or a mini donkey. I don't know if that's true.
Well, we could have an area in the back of our barn for an alpaca.
What barn?
My event barn.
Oh. The one that's not there yet.
I could have a petting zoo in the backside of it.
Start.
Look, and then they could come and they could pick sunflowers, take pictures in the sunflower field back there, or they could go sit in the beautiful greenhouse amongst the flowers and vegetables in my French kitchen garden, or they could sit in the pavilion and have a wedding, or they could pet the animals.
They're just going to randomly have a wedding while they're sitting there?
Maybe.
You think?
Okay, so let's see. I'm rambling. I think Aunt Lucy said I'm going to wind up with a cornbread garden.
What is that cornbread garden?
Carolyn said, is it safe to use treated wood for growing food?
So I don't know that. I can say that I probably wouldn't trust it. I don't know. I honestly do not know. Now, treating it the way we're going to treat it, just to try to prevent some rot and termites, I think we're good.
Yeah, see,
But
Chris said
I
thought,
really don't. I wouldn't want to use. If you were just growing flowers, fine. Growing edible food, I don't know that I would trust that because I honestly don't know what they treat it with.
right. Yeah, she said she thought treated wood is treated with arsenic.
And it very well could be. I honestly do not know. I'd have to Google that. But
I
I'm
mean,
not
I
using
would
treated
much
anyway.
rather, right, use the untreated and just replace boards as we need to.
Well, see, that's the thing. Is it's not like even if we didn't move it, it's not like I have to rebuild the entire garden.
Right.
If we have a damaged board, I replace that one and we move on.
Right.
They're not going to all fall apart at the same time.
Gosh, I hope not.
If they do, that's just something terrible.
Maybe it's a sign. Mr. Jim said Pixie Dixie would crash the wedding. When he said that, it reminds me of Chet off of the Santa Claus, the goofy reindeer. The last one.
You know what's funny, Jim? What's funny is when she was in that first fence, she would not stay in there at all.
Mm-mm.
She just wandered around. I had a free range donkey, maybe the only one ever. But now, yesterday we had an issue where that single strand had popped off one of the corners, or the spool had come and done something, and it was sagging. And she didn't go anywhere. She was still inside the fence. She was fine. So it's totally different. I guess she's got so much grazing now that it just. She don't have anywhere she needs to go.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, Sarah wrote me a book about treating wood.
Probably Googled it for you. Wood preservatives contain chromated arsenicals. Arsenicals, is that right? Include preservatives containing chromium, copper, and arsenic. Since the 1940s, wood has been pressure treated with chromated arsenicals to protect wood from rotting due to insect and microbial agent attack and wood-boring marine invertebrates. And that's not the right word. I messed up the last word.
You got close enough.
Invertebrates.
You're not a wordsmith. You got close enough.
Hey, I read that whole thing and didn't look at you one time. Meg said her raised beds are untreated pine from 30 years ago. Wood was kept in a shed until 10 years ago when I put them together.
It's not like they're going to rot down anytime soon.
That's right.
And
you never know if what's going to change between now and the time that they do.
Yeah.
I mean,
you never know.
Yeah, I'm good with untreated. We'll stain them. And the outsides, not the insides. We'll train that. Will that matter?
Yeah, we're going to have to treat the inside somewhat because that's where all the moisture is going to be.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you're staining them on and sealing them on the outside for, of course, weather and to look nice.
Yeah.
But you need that sealing on the inside because that's where your moisture, it's going to be with dirt and moisture and compost.
But the stain is not going to hurt anything, right?
No. It's a stained sealant.
Okay, but that's different than being treated.
It's a non-toxic sealant.
Okay.
No, Sarah. Zoeisms don't make her a wordsmith.
I have terrible. My words are terrible.
Nah, they're just your own language.
Yeah, that's true. Farmer Rat's asleep now. Just changing that subject.
He has not felt good.
He woke up all night yesterday.
It's just this stupid pollen.
Like everybody else, we've got pollen everywhere, and he played outside all day so hard. And as the night fell, he was getting croupy, and all night long he kept waking up just crying. He'd say, "Mama," and I'd say, "What, baby?" And he'd say, "I just don't feel good." And he's been laying down the entire day. He
hates being stopped up. He hates for his nose to
blowing his nose, and it's swollen. It's not just runny, it's swollen.
Yeah.
So we've been giving him some kids Benadryl, and he has rested all day.
He
But
come
he's
in
had to
there.
have breathing treatments.
He
And
blew his nose and he said, "I can't breathe." And I said, "I know," but he said, "But I just blew it."
he don't like to blow his nose, and he's doing it all he can, and it's just not helping. And
He's frustrated and aggravated. He don't like being stopped up. And he told me a while ago, he said, "I can't blow my nose. I'm stopped up." And I said, "Well, I'm sorry, buddy." And he said, "It's not your fault."
yeah, he said it's not your fault. Well, he told me, he said, "Mom, I just don't feel good today." I said, "I'm sorry." He said, "Can you just do everything for me today?"
This morning.
Yes, I can do everything for you like I don't already.
Well, Papa's Kitchen, he stayed on the farm almost all day yesterday, but he played for most of it.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't do a whole lot of chores or anything like that. He was playing a lot, and I think running around the pasture with those other kids,
Yeah.
he just got too much pollen. Typically, if he's doing chores, he's with us and in and out of the vehicles, and he's okay.
Yeah.
But him running around in the pasture and where the grass is starting to come up, and we've left a lot of that uncut for the bees,
Yes.
letting some of that flower, and it just was a terrible combination that's got him all stopped up. And it's just time of year,
Yeah,
and
it'll
wet
take him a few
weather.
days.
It's rained all day today. He's just
Yeah, his lips have been dry, his cheeks and stuff.
he woke up this morning and said his mouth hurt, that his mouth was dry, and I had to wet it with washcloth, and then I put Carmex on it, and he was better then.
Yeah, the dust from the rocks too, that didn't help any. So, but I do have some salve. We might put some on his feet with some socks while he's asleep.
I've done that. I see Lolene said that, and
Uh-huh.
anytime I was stopped up, I got Vicks right there,
And
Vicks
right
on my
there.
chest, and then
Well,
you can put Vicks on the bottom of your feet and put socks on.
as much as he touches his face, I'd hate for him to
He'll
get
rub
it in his
eyes.
Yeah,
Because he does that a
he's
lot.
very handsy on his face. And the pollen is terrible. It rained today. We got a thunderstorm today, but it's been so nice this afternoon.
Hopefully, with all that rain and a little bit of wind, we had all that wind last week, 2 weeks ago, and it just put yellow clouds out everywhere. So that had everybody stopped up. But hopefully, with the rain that we've had, it'll settle some of it down.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Jim asked how the beans are doing. Hope the upcoming cold weather doesn't bother them.
It's peas that we planted. I haven't done any beans yet, but I know what you're talking about. So it's the peas. I've got some coming up, and when I checked it yesterday, there are huge areas where 2 Great Pyrenees have been rolling around in the dirt. And I don't know if they're coming up there or not, but we do have some plants coming up. And last year we had a late frost, and it didn't affect them. So is it tonight and tomorrow night?
Yeah, we're under
that we're supposed to get
advisory.
a freeze.
Mm-hmm.
So and that's the only thing we have planted. So if they make it, we're good. But it depends on how they react to the next 2 nights. We'll see. But last year the frost did not bother. We were good.
Yeah. And so talking about planting, I've been trying to figure out where I wanted to start some seeds. I really need to. I got my order in from Hoss. I'm waiting for my M.I. Gardner seeds to come in. And
you had a pretty eclectic order from Hoss that you put in.
You want me to share it? It's right there.
I don't care, but I was just saying it was. I mean, that's up to you.
Well, I don't want to have to get up. I'll have to move the table.
She said, now mention petals from the past for next month.
Okay.
We have all been sharing that and posting it.
And we've got new people added to our petals in the last week that have been added to it. You're missing one.
Who am I missing?
You're missing
Oh, Sneeze got added, didn't they?
Yeah. water
forgot about
plants
that.
before freeze is what his grandmother always did.
That does work.
Hey Mel, we are so glad to see you. We hope you're doing better. Yes, Sue said Miss Judy.
Yes, that's her.
Yes, Miss Jody, I will do that. When I get my seeds from in my gardener, we'll sit down. So where I was going with that is our old peacock house. I keep going back to it. I have not moved it yet. And I think I'm going to take all the mesh screen off of it. It's all torn up anyway. And I'm going to cover it with some clear, almost clear wrap. And I'm going to make a makeshift greenhouse out of it. I want to take it up near the garden. And maybe we can stake it down somehow because those poles are only this big. We could probably stake it somehow.
Yeah, but it's got
holes. It's got holes in those feet.
Yeah, it's made to stake down.
And maybe we could just use that for this year and worry about a greenhouse next year. And we'll put we've got tables in the shed. We've got those white folding tables we can put around there and get some seeds started. I want to do that.
Okay.
I think I'm going to do that. I've got the plastic.
I've been trying to get you to start some in the shed here.
I just don't have any room.
Because we have all those lights and heat mats. But, we could do some rearranging and have room on the tables. Yeah. But every time you tried to move them outside to harden them off, the chickens
will get to them. Yeah. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And that's something I could work on when you're not at the farm. Or I could work on it while you're building boxes. Tomorrow I might could work on bringing it up and taking the old stuff down.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, we'll see, but I think I'm gonna I think that's what I'm gonna do is make that just a makeshift greenhouse for this year. I don't need it for a long time, but that'll give me the opportunity to go ahead and start some seeds and all because the water hose will reach to that. We can water them and it's in full sun right there, so maybe we can try that because it's a big size.
Oh yeah.
What do you think? It's probably 8 by 8 by 10, mm-hmm. 8 foot by 10 foot, and it goes way up. And I think it'd be great. Mel said that she had a bug had to stay home today, but thinks it's a 24-hour bug. Doctor put her on a leg brace. Hopes it saves surgery.
Yeah, she had some, and we talked about that. Mm-hmm. Mel last Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
So we made sure since you put it in the comments, we made sure that we got you on the prayer list because you had some appointments coming up.
Laline said she got a free pack of roselle seeds from Hoss, and she's not sure what they are or how to plant them, but she'll have to look them up.
I don't know what roselle is either.
I was thinking roselle was a kind of pepper.
I don't know.
Are they a pepper, Laline? Did it tell you what they were other than just roselle or have a picture? But I believe I saw them and I thought they were like a pepper.
Well, I'm glad you read it because you never know. Greg or Sheila might sneak in here.
That's right. Yeah.
Answer the question.
They might. A roselle seed.
You were going to go over your list here.
Yeah. So April 22nd, we have enlarged.
Paying attention, Miss Lucy.
We have enlarged our list for the meet and greet on that Saturday. Cog Hill. And Just Dig It Farms. Do I need to tell who they all are?
I would do them all anyway, just in case somebody has missed it.
Okay. Head Family Farm, Big Family Small Farm, Simply Lake and Lace. Y'all, you need to go listen to her. If you've never watched her, she's not a homesteading. She is, but she's not. She also does a lot of house tours and shows where she goes in and decorates houses. But her voice, if you like cornbread, she's the girl version. I mean, I just like listening to her. She's so country, but she's so sweet. She's beautiful. Us, Little Cahaba Junkin, Perry Hill Farms, A&W Mini Farm, Finally Home in Bama, and then Sneed Farmhouse and Sanctuary. She's a real nice lady, Miss Judy over at Sneed Farmhouse.
She does some tours.
She does. She invites
They have
community.
Like a kids book that's written about their farm, and I think they do like reading sessions or something like that.
Lynn said,
But-
how big would the garden be? It is almost 40 by 80.
No, it is
It
40
is
by 80. Your
40
part
by 80.
is 40 by 80.
And then we have another 20 feet for the bees that we're going to move. If you've been watching where our bees are now is just temporary. That was just to get them out there. They're going to be moved to the backside of the garden area once we get the fencing up and get everybody settled in. And
Hey, Mary.
we're not going to be running back and forth back there. And then we're going to put the bees on the backside where they can be right there in the middle of the pasture doing all that bee stuff.
So I want to put this up here because some people can't
Mhm.
travel very far, but you definitely don't have to be from Alabama. I've seen several comments. I know, well, starting with Miss Sue, I know there's people coming from Florida,
Yes.
but I saw some more comments from people coming from Florida. I've seen every state around Alabama,
Yes.
but I saw a comment from
That's
someone
awesome.
in Michigan, and I know that there's someone in Texas and Missouri coming, but there's no telling where all people will come
That's
from.
right. Yeah. And it's actually a 2-day event, April 21st.
The Antiques in the Garden is a nice event anyway. I
It
mean,
is. You could spend all day there.
the kettle corn vendor was from Oklahoma,
Yeah, it was.
so it was
Hey,
a really cool event anyway. They had the gardens were beautiful and they had vendors set up for all kinds of things. So it was G&G's coming all the way from Billings,
Big old town of Billingsley.
but they may have to fly.
Yeah.
But the event's nice anyway.
It is.
But then on the opposite side, where you have a pretty good open area behind where they hold their classes,
Mhm.
I'm assuming it'll be in the same spot where they have the meet and greet, and that's going to be big this
Well,
time.
they're going to have people set up in the barns.
That was very small group last time. I know Head
Yeah.
Family and Cattywampus
They're gonna have
and
to
Just Dig It,
They'll probably change the
but
layout.
there
of
wasn't really that many, and there's going to be a bunch.
There
this time.
is. It's going to be awesome. So, Roselle flowers. I've been seeing while we were talking.
I've
have been
seen
talking
people
about
saying it was
roselles.
hibiscus or something.
It's like a flower that has edible leaves. And Miss Sabrina just said Roselle flower seeds take about 6 months to mature. A mature Roselle plant can grow up to 6 feet wide.
And 8 feet tall.
Wow! In late summer,
That's massive.
it is covered in big, beautiful hibiscus flowers. When the flowers fade, their seed filled.
Go on, Wordsmith. Tell me what that is, because I don't know.
Callus seed, I don't know, are harvested for jellies and teas. Harvesting seeds from Roselle hibiscus something, commonly called Roselle. That's cool. Okay, I'm gonna have to look them up because we love hibiscus, the flower part of it,
Yeah.
the beautiful flowers of them. Oh, she said t-shirts.
Who?
Ain't Lucy?
Oh, we won't
Okay.
have T-shirts there.
Yes, y'all should wear name tags.
Y'all should definitely wear name tags. So we'll know
I'll
their
wear
names.
one too.
But that's where we'll have merchandise. Is that the September event?
Yes, but I was wanting to tell them that we are almost ready to open up our shirt shop. It's more than just shirts. So all of my shirt designs, and there's one that y'all haven't seen that I just came up with, and I'm so excited about it. And I'm waiting for the company to approve it. And once they approve it, we'll be able to put that link out, and you'll be able to go in and you get to pick your colors. It's the
That's
same.
right.
It's the same website.
Head Family and
Just Dig It, Cog Hill, and there's somebody else that uses the same one. And you can pick the design you want. You can pick the style of shirt you want. You can pick the color you want.
That's right. Instead of us just giving you options, you get to pick all your own options.
You get to pick. So if you don't y'all don't see it very often, but I wear black all the time. If I'm going somewhere other than the farm, I wear black. So I picked black shirts. So some of the options you see on there, I'm like, I like that one in black.
Well, Pawpaw's Kitchen.
But some of you might like it in a blue or a pink, and so you'll be able to pick that.
I wanted to answer him. There is a Farmerette shirt.
There is a Farmerette shirt.
I think y'all have seen the design, but there is a Farmerette shirt.
Yes. And so we also, what else did you order?
I don't remember. Hats.
He ordered hats. So we are going to have a very limited
It's very limited.
option of hats.
We've got 7 or 8 different colors, but the numbers are very limited because I don't know how it's going to do.
Right.
And those are not mass produced. They're custom.
They are custom
have to make-
made because these
they
are
have to make a
special
leather
patches.
patch.
These are the Richardson hats.
The hats, you can get all the Richardson hats you want, but you have to have the leather patches.
Yeah.
Made.
And so we've got different color styles coming with this patch. And once we get that, we'll set that up with the options and we'll put it out there. And that's something that we'll ship from here.
Yeah.
And then we also have keychains.
Yeah.
We have keychains that'll be, has this same logo in black and white.
So I've got to admit this. Miss Sue said I need a hat.
Uh-huh.
And I'm not going to say it
Okay.
outright, but one of the colors of hat I actually ordered thinking this looks like a Sue hat.
I wonder, let's see which one she thinks when we get them. She's going to say.
I'm going to put it out there, but so MC asked about the website. I don't know.
We need to check in with Jacqueline.
Yet.
Mm-hmm.
I know that Jacqueline's working on it. And if y'all watch their channel, they are extremely busy. They've got the window greenhouse going and they've got some major projects going. They're trying to build their garden. So I don't know how I would have time to do a website. So I know it's coming. I just don't know how long it'll be. We'll keep you updated when we know. But I have no doubt that she's working on it. The merchant for it is actually through YouTube, or does it show? It shows on the videos, I know, but do you just tell them the website?
What we can do is we'll put a link at the end of each video in the descriptions.
Okay.
We'll post it when we first get it out. We can post it on, like Facebook on there, or we'll post it at the bottom of each video where we have like our mailing address and all.
And hopefully Wednesday, when we do our live Wednesday, we can show them the keychains and
that's
stuff.
what I was thinking. Once we get the hats, maybe we could go through and sit down and do a live. And
I don't know if the hats will be here by Wednesday.
No, I'm just saying when they come, we can do a live with hats and show the keychains. We've got stickers.
G&G. We may have. You might have to do a I'm a Chestnut shirt.
Yeah.
But the keychains are actually our logo.
Yeah,
it's on the hat.
The logo. And they're about the same size as this.
They're not that big.
Yes, they are.
No.
Yes, they are.
They are not, Zoe.
Yes, they are.
Baby,
got one on my key ring.
They're not as big as that patch. That's too big for a keychain. They're not that big.
Hey Rita, you did make it on time.
You did. It's just me and Zoe sitting here arguing about the size of a keychain.
Yeah. Ain't nothing different. So we'll update as soon as we get shirts approved, because the website we use, they have to approve the
designs.
Yeah, the designs. And then once all that's through, they'll give us our link. And then you'll just go in through there, order everything. It'll all come through them, and then commission will come to us.
Right.
It's just a lot easier than us. We don't have room here to keep inventory.
No.
And I wouldn't even know where to begin with that right now.
Jody ordered the magnets.
Oh, yeah.
And currency's different.
Oh, goodness.
Mel, you won't have to see it live. You can always watch the replay.
Oh, yeah.
The only reason that we do the nights we do lives is because of the schedule and everything else.
Sports, no matter what sport we're playing, we don't have it on.
And then
Wednesdays
on the nights
or
that
Sundays.
we have service, we have to cancel the live anyway.
Right.
So
we're good. I mean, that's just when we can actually sit down together and not be in passing. And
hey, Diana, but Zoe, we can't just go as long as we want to tonight.
We don't.
We are on a schedule because Big Family Small Farm is behind us tonight.
Ooh.
They're going to be on. Oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness, Jody.
But we are going to get off here to make plenty of room for them. And
that's right. We're gonna get to watch somebody else.
We will. Well, we always get to watch them, but we have to kind of knock off to try to get our stuff ready. And tonight we get to
sit back and
watch them come up.
Okay. All right. So we are gonna get off of here.
Y'all make sure to stay with Wes and Angie. There's no telling what those two have got going on.
There's no telling. All right, guys. We will see y'all on the next one.